into Wales. Wales through a goal, slots it beyond Foderingham, and the Millers are in front in the South Yorkshire derby. And for the first time in 42 years, Rotherham United win at Bramall Lane. On the edge of the box, the Dauphin, he can hit them, and he does. The Dauphin has scored an absolute screamer for Rotherham United. Rotherham United have secured their championship status for next season.
Do me a favour, drop me off in Rotherham.
Hello again, welcome to New York Talk. This is the Rotherham United podcast, and it's fixture release day. We found out who we were going to play. Well, we knew we were going to play. We found out when we're going to play everybody over the next year or so. So we'll run through some of the key dates, key opponents, first game, last game, all that kind of nonsense. We can start planning now, which is exciting. Mick's back. How you doing, Mick?
Giddy as out, mate. I can't tell you how giddy and excited I am.
You need to temper your emotion as well. I think you're a bit over the top with this.
So difficult keeping them in check. It's just like, at my age, all out could happen.
That's the spirit, I suppose.
Yeah.
Danny's back.
If what happens, don't worry.
How's things, Danny?
Yeah, they're going good, lads. I've just finished putting something out on Twitter for all the fixtures in one place for everybody. And it's a busy schedule, that's for sure. You know, without the seeded international breaks in there, it's a busy schedule. But it's nice to have something not international football related, because let's face it, the England game combined with the football today, it's been boring. It's been like watching Rotherham last season, and we want to forget that, don't we?
Yes. We're not going to talk England tonight. We're going to do another show tomorrow with the Carabao Cup draw and the fans forum, so we'll come back tomorrow and talk England as well. Because I like you've done that, Danny. You know, in like a week's time, all those dates are going to change because Sky are going to change loads of games.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, Exeter's an half-5 kickoff, so they've already sodded it already, haven't they? But we'll wait and see.
Yeah. And Kev's back. How you doing, Kev?
Yeah, good, mate. Thank you. Very good.
Good stuff. Glad to have you back with us. A few people already with us. Emma Wood mentions the Matt Taylor being the first home game. YouTube viewers of Martin Hall, Kelth, Darren Cook. Kev Johnson's also in the comments. Hi, Kev. Mel Jones with us. Graham Lindley, Terry Fenby. Harry in the comments says, Kev, how dare you appear on here again, spamming us with Rotherham stuff.
I mean, I've had another usual stalker come in today, DMing me shit, saying a load of crap, but it is what it is, isn't it? Danny stuck up for me. That's
He did.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. And also, people mentioning the work did possible. Do you want to give us just a round of everybody doesn't follow on Twitter, Kev? Tell us about Friday gone and the money raised, because obviously it's a lot of money.
It was brilliant. Yeah, really. I've had a few distractions this time around, so I was a bit nervous. We'd had not done as much work on it and all that, but again, it just, thanks to everyone else, it just seemed to run so smooth. I actually think it was one of the best ones as well. The legends, I think it was just the right eras and stories, and some of the stories. The guy, obviously, we did it differently this time. We paid for Lens Go Media to record it, and that, which I put out on Twitter, and that just to give people a bit of a taste of what they might be missing or what they missed. Some of the stories are hilarious. We're still counting. We're over 8,000 already, so it's brilliant again. A lot of people are saying, when's the next one? Who are we having next? So,
yeah. Brilliant work, Kev. Top stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right, let's move talking about the season ahead. Danny, fixture release, as we mentioned. Exeter away is not the most exciting. I've gone backwards and forward on this. I thought, well, it's rubbish because it's the first game of the season, and if that's local, we take 2,500. But also, you get a long one out at way, so we don't have to worry about a massive trip for the rest of the season now, or there's some medium ones.
Yeah, I think the longest one bar Exeter's Crawley, I think, isn't it? Crawley or maybe Leyton Orient, depending on which way you take. But yeah, knocking off the longest one on the first day is not necessarily a bad thing. But at the same time, maybe having a longer one as the second away game in August might be a little bit nicer, and to keep it like, can you imagine Barnsley away on the first game of the season?
They never do derbies though, do they? Opening game, they're always.
Yeah, but that's EFL now. It's just boring. It's boring and it's ruled by Sky, as we can tell with the timing on that. Because I've seen a tweet saying there's no trains back from Exeter until before the game ends, so you'd have to leave early anyway, which is a bit naff. So yeah, weekend in Exeter. That looks it for everybody.
Yeah. I suppose, Kev, it's a chance to win away from home. First time in 18 months, more than 18 months now. So it's an opportunity to just get it out of the way. Although if you lose that game or draw, then it carries on a little bit.
Yeah, I'll just come back to you about attendances. I think it is a good thing. If we'd have played Exeter in December or January, we'd probably take 200.
Yeah,
I think we'll take 1,000 plus this one. I think people will be gagging for a bit of decent football after this shite at Euros. So I think we'll all be up for it. We'll take a few, but like I say, it's a good chance to finally break this. However many 500 days is it now? I don't even know anymore. It's God knows, year and a half of winning away. And there's a few things with Exeter because obviously we signed Nombe, took Taylor. We've got their defender. There's a bit going on, so it's going to be an interesting game. Certainly no mugs. They're a decent outfit. They've done well from coming from League Two. They've done well to survive. It'd be a tough game, but look forward. Hopefully, we normally have a good bit of weather as well first weekend. So fingers crossed it'll be a good weekend. Like Danny says, though, trains are a nightmare. I think me, Danny, tweets I looked. The last train back is 7:30 to get you in that night. So you'd have to leave games. It's just ridiculous, crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's touch on that, mate, because obviously the big Sky deal that's come in, this is going to make everybody loads and loads of money, probably at the top end, means that there is no blackout on the first game of the season. That's the first thing to point out. There is no 3 p.m. blackout on this for opening day, but Sky have still seen fit to have Championship games at 12:30 and League One at 5:30. And if you look at the Championship, there's 2 or 3 really, really big journeys in the Championship at 12:30 as well. We weren't promised this, but I think we all hoped that with no blackout on the opening day, it'd be great. Well, all games at 3:00, they'll all be available to watch, and it'll be great. Other than Friday night games, Sunday, you have to accept that. But this blanket 5:30 and blanket 12:30 was a real kick in gut for any kind of positive vibes I was getting from Sky, to be honest.
For the fans, isn't it? For the fans. I don't know where on earth you got the positive vibes from Skies from. I don't know, mate. Have you been on crack or something?
I just thought they got rid of blackout for opening day, so that would be, obviously not.
Yeah, I mean, we're never going to have money. Sky are going to do what's best for them and them alone, and stuff everybody else. It's as simple as that, isn't it? It's all about the money as far as they're concerned, and whatever's easiest for them in terms of their scheduling. So we're just irrelevant, completely irrelevant to them. So it's going to happen all season. Thankfully for us, we're not a massive club. We're not one of the bigger clubs who are going to, the bigger clubs, your sort of Leeds Uniteds, your clubs like that are going to constantly. They're very rare, if at all, will play at 3:00 on a Saturday. The smaller clubs like ourselves, we hopefully won't be too bad. The issue comes at the end of the season, doesn't it? When if we are up near the top, if we are, then they'll start getting changed again. So, but it's at the whim of whoever's in charge at Sky, and we can forget any consideration at all for us as supporters, because there isn't none.
No,
it is what it is, isn't it?
There is a bit of good news from that point, though, because within around a week of the fixtures being out, Sky have promised that all TV games up to the FA Cup third round weekend will be picked. So there shouldn't be any short notice changes, which is another reason why I thought there might be a positive vibe coming from them. Again, I've misread the situation badly, apparently. Sorry, Matt, didn't expect anything else, I suppose.
Rookie error.
Yeah.
Neil Lewis adds that all games are live on Sky. So yeah, if you aren't able to go to the game or can't make Exeter game, and you have Sky, it is available for you to watch as part of your subscription. So that again, that's something. But that'll probably lower attendance down even further, to be honest with you, because people, why would have bothered going all that way?
It does make you wonder about common sense, doesn't it? Like why, like someone said earlier, the travelling involved. Some of the championship games are ridiculous. I think Sunderland are away somewhere right down. So it's just crap. Like us at Exeter. Why don't you use common sense on main days like first game of season, Boxing Day, New Year's Day, and make them within a 100-mile radius if possible. Just make them local or something. I don't know. They just don't seem to use any common sense at all.
No, they don't. Couldn't agree more. But Sky in it, they're just a nightmare. Right, I've done a few bits of graphic, not on all the fixtures, but we've done the last six South Yorkshire Derby dates.
Ooh,
So your opening six are Exeter away, Bristol Rovers at home, Wycombe away, Huddersfield home, Charlton away, Burton at home. Danny, it's not. I wouldn't say it's a massively tough set of fixtures. I won't say it's easy. I think that's probably going to be. It's going to give us a good gauge of where we are. I think, but they're all pretty solid team. There's no crawlers in there who maybe going to be struggling.
Yeah, I mean, it's to be fair. There's no. Just looking at the fixtures as a whole, there's no real month or run of fixtures that look particularly hard. That might be jumping the gun with our quality this season, but looking at the first six here, like I'd say the two tricky ones really are Huddersfield and Charlton, because Huddersfield's will be the bigger fish in the smaller pond, and Charlton are a team you never want to write off in League One. Maybe Burton as well. They've signed 11 players, so someone's finally beaten us with signings. So they might just be gelling just as we play them, which will be an interesting matchup. But yeah, these opening six, they're not particularly hard on paper, but because they are the first six, that brings a completely different dynamic to them. And it depends on how well gelled our squad is by the time the season ticks off. But like you say, after these opening six, it will give us a good idea of where we are. And yeah, from these opening 18 points, I think that's right. It's been a long time since I've done maths. It's not too bad if we pick up, say, 12 or so from the opening 18. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be too bad. Matt Taylor coming back, Kev, opening home game of the season. You couldn't quite write it. It's just classic. And what kind of reception do you think he'll get?
I think he deserves a good reception. What's point in him coming out and or straight away winding him up and getting him to build his team? But you know what? Yeah. He came in, he kept us up, and I know he didn't do a great job. But he kept us up in Championship. He was first managed to do that, so I think he deserves a bit of credit. Didn't work out for him. He's moved on. We got rid of him. He didn't work out for somebody else. I think he deserves a good reception when he comes back. I think he'll get it off the majority. But I think there will be a fair few idiots like we always have who give him some stick. But he didn't do that bad a job. He just weren't a Rotherham type manager. So it just didn't work out for him. But I think fans should remember that he did actually keep us in Championship. But whether it was his own team or not, he kept us up. So you've got to give him some credit.
Absolutely. Completely agree. I did put Charlton in there, but Charlton is on the 7th of September, which is the international break. I don't think we've got any internationals yet, but they may have. So there's always a possibility, but it's a probability that'll be postponed. But yeah. Huddersfield make obviously that's the first Yorkshire derby this season. They sold the play, but they are expected to be busy and spend a little bit of money. So that could be a big clash early on for either one of the teams to get a foot over the other one, basically.
It's got potential to. I know what you mean. It's got the potential to be that way, and it just depends what Huddersfield do. It's a little bit of a what's the word I'm looking? I can't think of what the term I'm looking for. We just don't know what to expect from them at the moment. Yeah. Maybe they'll spend it. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll go straight through. It wouldn't surprise me to see them go straight through. I know they've got some quality, but
have they appointed a manager?
I have no idea whether they've appointed a manager. No idea at all. I do know that they've got some absolute clowns in charge, haven't they? Or it would appear that they have. So you wouldn't put it past them. You what?
Michael Duff.
All right. Well, that's a decent appointment, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the key is whether or not they support him. They haven't supported the last ones, have they? They appear, certainly for the last couple of managers, to have pulled rug from underneath them rather than supported them. So it's a little bit up in the air with Huddersfield at the moment, isn't it? They could go either way.
Yeah, they could. It's also worth keeping an eye on their chairman because he's a bit of a madman on Twitter. He does random videos with his mate from America. So if we start getting a promotion battle with them, I expect to see some jibes coming from them.
Oh, we can. We'll look forward to that. I'll have a piece of that, please.
They're really long. They're like an hour plus videos, like podcasts. I don't think I want to sit through it.
All we don't need to do it. We could just pick out the relevant parts and rip the mickey out of them.
Should we get all the American owners in one room and just ship them back off on the club? Sorry, John. I know John Merrill's on these American owners, but get back all to America.
Unless we get one, obviously.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
That's different, though, isn't it? That's different.
Yeah, that'd be different, obviously.
Yeah. Unless they could have Rotherham against some Crawley in Florida or something like that, couldn't they? That's what they're going to do.
Listen, that'd be a hugely well attended event.
Of course it would. Yeah. Right, last 6. I've done a couple more, but last 6 would be Blackpool home, Stockport away, Mansfield home, Wigan away, Stevenage away, Peterborough away. Peterborough away has got away. Peterborough home, Danny, for last game of the season, has got all the makings of a hilarious game for either us or them, to be honest with you.
Yeah, there could be a lot of drama involved with this game, depending on where we both are in the league tables. I'm sure if we're first, Alan Swan will say we've cheated somehow, and it's Peterborough's like God-given right to get revenge for the league or something like that. I don't know. But no, Peterborough at home, I'd say they're in with a strong shout of finishing at least in the top 6. They'll finish well again this season, I think, because they seem to always do it, but never get over the line completely. And yeah, it'll be an interesting one. I mean, it could come down to the fact of we need to win the league, and they need to win to be in the playoffs. It could be that sort of drama, which I'm all here for.
Danny, so you just I don't know what the word is. Optimistic.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm always the optimist. I thought England were going to win the Euros, but I've gone back to my original thing of routing the last 16, but that's for Thursday's episode. But no, this final 6, it could be a very decent match. I mean, Wigan's in there as well, Stockport. So I'd say three of the last 6 are going to be very testy games, I think, especially the Peterborough one.
Yeah.
That'll be a laugh.
You are?
I thought that'll be a laugh. That will be a laugh.
It will. 3 of Steve Evans' last 3 of his old clubs in the last 4 games as well, Kev. Yeah. Whenever Evans comes up against a former club, no matter what the circumstances, there's always a bit of spice in there. And hopefully those games mean something as well for the season as well. So it's got a real recipe of potential blockbuster end to the season.
Yeah, definitely. I think Stephen is one of them as well. Like, apart from Rotherham, he's always had that connection and affinity with. I don't think he's got anything. I don't think he'll get too tossed about Stevenage. I don't think they certainly don't care about Mansfield. Certainly don't care about Peterborough. So it's just, I think it will have that bit of spice. Stevenage feel they were probably outdone by him walking out after signing a new deal. Maybe I don't remember what happened at Mansfield. Did he get promoted or?
He left them for Peterborough. He abandoned them.
He just adds that bit of extra spice. But no, Steve, he'll 100% concentrate on getting a result for Rotherham. That's it. He don't care about anybody else. It's just a weird connect. How he always. But when he did that interview when he came back and he said how he always wanted to come back in. It was always part of him and stuff like that. I believed him. I don't think I've ever heard him say that about any other club. So hopefully it adds a bit more spice. But that's a tough last 6. That
it is
very tough. Blackpool will be up there, shouts, I'm sure. Wigan without the point deduction is going to be interesting to see how they do. I'm not sure they've signed. I think Stevenage won't be as good as last year. I think they'll struggle for mid-table or bottom half. I've got a feeling Peterborough might struggle this year. I think they're always up there, but I don't know. I think they've lost. Obviously, they haven't got Peter Kioso back, so they're screwed, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're going through that spell. They're selling that Ronnie Edwards for a lot of money to Southampton. So they're doing that thing where they have a good season, sell the best players, have to start again. Yeah. So they'll probably slip off again, hopefully, which we'll all laugh at. Yeah. But it is what it is, isn't it? Christmas period, the best period of the year. And to be fair, this is a really good Christmas period. 21st of December, so again before Christmas, Mansfield away, Wigan at home on Boxing Day, Stockport with a game between, Lincoln away on New Year's Day, and then Huddersfield away a few days later. Mick, that's an amazing Christmas.
I'll be honest with you, that Lincoln game sold out already, I would have thought.
Oh, yes.
That is just an absolute beauty, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is an absolute beauty. Lincoln's a great away day. I love Lincoln. It's a fantastic away day. and for it to be on New Year's Day as well, it's just a thing of beauty. Absolute thing of beauty. It's the only thing that I got excited about when I saw fixtures come out. Lincoln away on New Year's Day. Yes, please. I'll have a piece of that.
Fair enough. But the big games as well, you know, Danny Wigan's going to be probably up there, like Kev says. Huddersfield are probably going to be up there. There's a good chance that Stockport are probably going to have a good season as well. It's going to be fun, but they're tough fixtures as well.
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not an easy festive period for sure, but it might play into our favour a little bit that there's not really much travelling to do over the festive period either. You know, they're all in like a nice little Yorkshire, Lincolnshire, Lancashire sort of circle. But, you know, that's when the season starts to separate, you know, the promotion tenders from the teams that'll, you know, sort of drop off into the league's oblivion again. Like, if you manage to win games through the hard parts of the season, you know, like probably through December through March, they're like the proper nitty-gritty games, then you'll be well up there. So that'll be the real test of our season, having a good festive periods and then into the new year as well. But no, it's great for the fans, that set of fixtures, isn't it? Like Mick says, Lincoln away boxing on the New Year's Day, both Boxing Day and like the midway point are both at home as well. So it's nice that that's happened again. And like I said, there's not a lot of travelling there as well. So it'll be quite cheap, potentially, as well. So happy days as a Rotherham fan for that time of year.
What about parents when the kids are watching for Christmas? Cash. I need cash, quick.
Yeah. Easy Christmas presents. I've got you some away tickets to Lincoln. There you go.
Yeah. The Christmas period, Kevin, is generally, it's not a defining moment of the season, but it can be if you pick up perfect points over the Christmas period, and those set of fixtures as well, they add into it. Well, if you can take positive results from most of those teams, you're beating some of your teams around you or some of the good teams in the league. So again, it sets the platform for the second half of the season really, really well. Yeah,
definitely. I think Lincoln's first time I've seen them, but I think they've got a decent shout this year. So it is, like you said, coming into that January transfer window as well. It gives the players some for some reason. Well, there's a reason, because they're either looking at teams are looking at them, or they know that the manager's looking at strengthening that position in the January window, so they try a bit harder. But it's a very interesting period, and we all love it, don't we? We all love Christmas period, and that we've normally we get hard done by. For some reason, we always seem to play Wigan on Boxing Day.
We do,
yeah.
But yeah, I'm very happy with them. Very happy with them.
Yeah. John Morell says, "Burn at home on Boxing Day. What a fantastic picture!" That's a proper come down to the League One, isn't it?
Ron, you're leaking again, mate. You've got that big club leak. Listen, mate, stick with us. We'll mentor you through this season, and then for next season, you'll be fine. You'll be able to cope with it.
He's definitely the EFL going, welcome to hell, and just hitting Birmingham over the back of the head. Just like Burton at home on Boxing Day. Perfect.
To be fair, Burton away on Boxing Day wouldn't have been a bad one.
No.
Yeah, true.
Well, I mean, John would have enjoyed it because it's the home of Carling, isn't it? So John would have just that'd have been
it. South Yorkshire, the only South Yorkshire derby this time round. They are 9th of November at Oakwell, 22nd of February at New York Stadium. I like playing Barnsley, mate, because it's a local derby. The problem is we never, ever, ever get anything against Barnsley.
No.
But then they're in a bit of middling. We don't know what they're going to be like this season because obviously the change of manager as well. You don't know what to expect from them coming up.
No, they've got slightly bonkers American owners as well, haven't they?
Yeah.
So you just don't know what you're going to get. It could be some crackers. I don't know. You just don't know. You don't know. But like you rightly point out there, we get nothing out of Barnsley ever. It just feels like they are the bogey team of all bogey teams for us, aren't they? Except obviously keepers with broken eye sockets. Apart from that, that's the only thing we get when we go to Oakwell. I'm over it. I'm not.
Darryl Clark's the Barnsley manager, which again I think is a really good appointment. To be fair, but again it depends on if he's backed, how they're backed and whatnot. Paula Rhodes says she's living and working in Barnsley, so can't wait for that one.
Literally, I can walk to Oakwell in 5 minutes. It's great for me. It's my own game.
We park at your house, Kev.
Yeah, fine, mate. Yeah. Well, I think Barnsley actually. I think they're working very. I'm doing a Barnsley Legends night, so I'm talking to quite a few of their fans, and they're quite confident. They think they're working on some bigger things in the background rather than doing what we do and just signing bang 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 bang. They're working on some clever signings, not just. They don't need to make 15 signings like us. I think that's the key thing. Like Horahan's a good signing. He's a steady, solid League One player. So I think we're going to build it around him. But I think they'll do all right, Barnsley.
Yeah. The thing is, there's like 12 teams where you go, yeah, they'll be thereabouts. They'll be thereabouts. It's a really, really competitive league. There's only Birmingham with a massive budget, but there's a lot of teams that I think are going to be there or thereabouts. Chris Wright says, whatever happens this year, can we please beat Barnsley just once? It'd be nice. I don't think I've ever seen us beat Barnsley.
Twice would be better, but I'll settle for once.
Yeah, I'll settle for once. Yeah. Is there any other fixtures you're looking forward to, excited about? Anything? Because League One is not full of exciting fixtures. You've got no Premier League teams, whatever. Is there anything that shouts out?
Blackpool away.
In December.
In December, because
I'm not bothered. I don't care when it is. It could be a midnight kickoff on a Wednesday. I don't care. I'll still be there.
Yeah, we'll give a pint on seafront in -4 wind. But we never played Blackpool a good time here, to be fair. But yeah, Mick, I know you're excited. Well, I think Danny as well for Wrexham. Wrexham's March.
Is it? I've not looked at that actually. Yeah,
March 8th.
Just for your birthday, Mick.
Yeah, 2 days after my birthday. Yeah, I've got a mate who lives in
your 60th birthday in Wrexham.
Well, thanks for telling everybody how old I am.
Sorry,
I'm not 16 at all. I may look it, but I'm not 16.
You can tell that filter off. Take your filter off. Now.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I've got a mate who lives in Wrexham, so that should be all right. We'll go across, have a few beers, and we'll enjoy it. It'll be all right. It'd be nice to go to Wrexham again. I know people have got a downer on them because of their owners and everything else, but they're a football league club and they shouldn't have been out of the football league for as long as they have. So, from a purely football supporters' point of view, I'm pleased for them. I'm pleased for the supporters. I'm pleased for the club, except when we play them, obviously. So yeah, that'll be all right. A trip to Wrexham on my birthday. I'm looking forward to that. We've got Birmingham, biggest club in division, coming to us in September, haven't we, as well? So John will be pleased with that. It's an early trip to Rotherham to get that out of the way, get that defeat out of the way for him, and then we can concentrate on the season. I don't know who I'm trying to kid.
When have we got Stockport away? I do like Stockport away.
We have towards the end of the season, I think. Yeah, 12th of April.
Oh, it should be lovely weather. It's always nice weather on 12th of April. Should be
and the uncovered stand behind goal as well. Yeah. Two Wrexham and Stockport grounds I used to go to. Yeah, not a lot, but when I was younger, growing up, the football league teams. So I'm looking forward to playing both of those. Anything standing out for you, Danny?
Well, I'm just looking at the fixtures as a whole, and I'm kind of coming to the realization they're suspiciously kind to us, actually. But the only one that sticks out for me is Huddersfield at home because it's the day after my birthday, so that's going to be a very messy weekend. Turning the golden 25, quarter of a century old. Other than that, other than just the games that the stadiums that I've not been to before, nothing really screams out at me. To be fair, other than Wrexham, just because be a laugh.
Yeah, I should have mentioned the Easter weekend. Mansfield at home on Good Friday, Wigan away on Easter Monday.
Nice.
Which again is a
we always play Wigan Easter Monday or Bank Holiday.
Yeah. Harry says when it's Northampton, if it's in December, wrap up 5th place. No, Northampton is on a Tuesday night in
April. It's April Fool's Day. Northampton away.
Yeah, we've not got hurt by too many Tuesday night games far away. I think Leighton Orient is a Tuesday night away, but
there's Cambridge, which is Tuesday night away. Where else are we? We play Cambridge on Tuesdays both times. That's an interesting.
Yeah, they tend to marry them up like that for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, Northampton away is a Tuesday. That's it.
There's always the FA Cup third round to think about, not necessarily for us, but for the opposition. Wycombe could be moved because the FA Cup third round in January, but again, that's a bridge to cross when we get there. But yeah, I'm excited. I love fixture release day. It's one of those things where I get excited for it, and then the fixtures come out, and I get excited for 20 minutes. I'm like, why am I getting excited? I know we were playing Wrexham and Barnsley anyway. But it kind of feels a bit more real. The season getting closer. Now we've had a bit of a boring Euros so far. It's something to get excited about again, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Carabao Cup draws tomorrow. We'll come back tomorrow night and talk about the Carabao Cup draw and do a bit of an England thing. Yay. Anything else you want to mention tonight, lads? Before we go, I thought we just sort of do a quick one tonight.
Maybe a tiny push on just a mention of Woody's testimonial. Donny Rovers at home. Ticket sales aren't bad actually. I don't know how the other pre-season games are, but it's about 1,500 home, sold about 300 away so far. And obviously, it's payday weekend and there's still a long way to go, so I'm sure it'll go. But it would be nice to give him a massive welcome back to New York Stadium, a big send-off for him and his family. His kids are going to be there, his wife's going to be there. There's going to be a lot of entertainment before game and after game and on pitch. So nice if everyone got behind it. And we priced the bang on our thing, so nice if everyone got behind it.
Yeah, absolutely. Harry and Scott are asking about new signs and coaching. We're going to cover that tomorrow. So we're going to, because Ian mentions the fans forum. We need to come back tomorrow anyway. The fans forum's on. We've got the cup draw, so we're going to cover all the main. So I just want to get quickly cover the fixtures, and then we'll cover any news from the fans forum, which some of us will be there for that definitely, and then we'll cover that tomorrow. So 8 o'clock tomorrow, 8 o'clock Thursday. Do join us back for that one. Nick, Danny, anything else?
Anyone particularly fancy in the first round of the FL Cup?
I asked AI to predict who we'd get in it, and it said we get Sheffield Wednesday away.
Of course it did.
Having said that, I asked it to predict our first league fixture of the season, and it said Fleetwood, who aren't in our league. So, interesting. Ian Bradley's been Morecambe, so always Morecambe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Morecambe away, we could do Blackpool. That'd be all right.
Yeah. What even better, we could get Blackpool in the cup on a Wednesday night.
Yeah,
true.
I know. We'll plug LPMC's September gigs on tomorrow night's show.
Yes, write it down in front of you so you remember to mention it tomorrow.
I will do that. I haven't, no, but I will. I'll wear my t-shirt and then that'll remind me, won't it? There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, so thank you for being with us tonight. We're going to go watch the football and find out who England's opponent's going to be. That's one of the reasons we're going to get through tonight so we can find out who we're going to play. Please subscribe if you haven't done already and join us again tomorrow. Mick, Danny, Kev, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll see you all next time. And up the Millers.
Up the Millers.
Up the Millers.
It's a Wales through a goal, slots it beyond Fodringham, and the Millers are in front in the South Yorkshire derby. And for the first time in 42 years, Rotherham United win at Bramall Lane. On the edge of the box for Doffin, he can hit them, and he does. The Doffin has scored an absolute screamer for Rotherham United. Rotherham United have secured their championship status for next season.